Come, Emmanuel, and ransom captive Israel, that mourns in lonely exile here, until the Son of God appear.
Hey everyone, and welcome to this year's rendition of Advent Thoughts. Today is the first day of Advent, and just as we did last year, I will drop a video every day for the next 25 days. Some of you are old enough, and actually not even old enough, they're coming back, are old enough to remember the Advent calendars where you open up a little window and inside is a little treat. Well, for the next 25 days, right up till Christmas Day, every day around 4 o'clock-ish, unless they take longer to edit, you'll get a little video, 4 to 5 minutes long. That's just a little bit of a thought or a meditation for the day. We're going to have a ton of great guest speakers, or guest thinkers, I guess you could call them, that'll join us, friends and colleagues from around the country and from around the diocese that'll join us to put their thoughts out there for you. They'll be about all kinds of things. You never know. So join me every day. Look forward to the videos. You can hashtag them on Advent Thoughts and share them with your friends. That being said, today's thought is this. I just got back, most of you know, I just got back from Indiana from visiting family, and it was a whirlwind tour. When I go back, whenever we head back to Indiana, which is sort of our, where we are from and from the motherland, I guess, we go back and my sisters, my whole family gets together, but there's always some pieces that have to be figured out, like where we're staying, whose house we're going to be at, whose car we have, those kind of things, and how we're moving to Jess's parents, and it's exhausting to get all the sort of pieces put in place. And most of the time when we're there, we really don't do a whole lot. It's just sort of being with them, with family and friends, hanging out around the table, having meals, doing those kind of things. It's pretty ordinary stuff. And in a way, it reminds me and makes me think of this journey that we begin on an Advent with Mary and Joseph, as they were called home to be counted for a census. And they jumped on the back of a donkey and rode across the land until they got to Bethlehem. Most of us have heard that story countless times, and we love the image of Mary and Joseph in the, no room in the inn and the manger and all those things. And certainly some of that has some rootedness in reality. But there's more and more research that makes some sense, that says that maybe it didn't happen that way. That maybe, just maybe, they were returning to Joseph's home, to where his family would have been from. And while all of them, he moved away, others had moved away, certainly he had an Uncle Benny or somebody who still lived there that would have put them up, who, seeing his pregnant wife, wouldn't have, kicked them out and sent them to the local inn. It probably didn't happen that way. It could have. It probably means that Mary gave birth surrounded by friends and family. It was still a pretty lowly estate. She had traveled. She was exhausted. Giving birth is a task to behold in and of itself. And people did gather to celebrate the birth of this baby. One of the things that I think happens sometimes is we get so busy making things extraordinary and big that we forget the simplicity of what is. The story of Jesus doesn't change if Mary gives birth in the living room surrounded by her cousins and loved ones. Jesus is still Jesus. Sometimes the ordinary and the simple and the day-to-day is the holiest thing out there. We're all so busy looking for a miracle that we're failing to see the ones right in front of us. Jesus didn't mean for this giant table with beautiful candles and fantastic wood and all that stuff. Just sat at a meal with his friends. At a table. Beat up, worn out. Broke bread as he had many, many times and gave it to them and blessed it and said, "Take, eat. This is my body. Remember me when you do this." See, the ordinary and the simple and the mundane and the everyday, when God is present, become extraordinary. We go through our lives doing all kinds of simple, boring tasks, junk that we got to do in our day. What if we looked at it in a different way? What if this Advent season we begin the process of not seeing them as dull or boring or mundane, but as extraordinary opportunities for love and grace and Jesus Christ to show up? Yeah, it's just getting coffee. Yeah, it's just getting lunch. But how good is it to sit with friends and laugh and share your life and your love and family and Jesus Christ? Yeah, it's just watching a movie. But how cool is it to sit with friends or loved ones or talk to people about the way God revealed himself in this crazy little thing? Oh, wow, that's a story of redemption. Oh, wow, that's a story of grace. Oh, wow, that's a story of forgiveness. This season, as we begin our journey towards Christmas, as God takes the most ordinary thing and makes it ordinary, extraordinary, may we have the grace and the wisdom to celebrate our ordinaries. For God, every moment, every day, is making them extraordinary. Y'all have a blessed day. I'll see you tomorrow.